Hello everyone, a couple of days ago I've finished and released my remake of the Mtpr, which is short for Movement Tech Practice Room. This is a map that I've created to explain and provide a place to practice all of the various movement tech in the game. So for each one there's going to be a room in this big long hallway, and there'll be some explanation about it on the walls. You know, it says what it does, how to do it, and how it can be useful when you play the game, if it can. A couple of them kind of can't. I think all of them can, most of them can anyway. There's a couple of shitty techniques in here, but most of them are pretty good. Anyway, and then yeah, there'll be some geometry for you to practice it on. So for this one here, this is crouch jump. So I've got one jump where you can just go straight up onto it, don't need to crouch jump. Got one that even a shitty crouch jump will get you up on top of, and then a 75 block, which is the absolute maximum height you can crouch jump up onto. And this one's quite tricky to get up onto, but you can do it. So anyway, that's the idea of the map. You learn about the techniques and you practice them, and then you keep that in mind for when you're playing the game. So this map is available on the workshop right now if you want to go and download it. I've got a link to the workshop page in the description below, so you can go there and click on the subscribe button, and it will download the map for you in the game. So next time you open that up, it'll be there. To open it up, you can either go into the console and type map mtpr2, and that will take you there, or alternatively you can go into create server, and then you choose full map list, scroll down until you find mtpr2, not mtpr1, that's the shitty old version. Make sure you turn off the bots, and you can turn the playing time to 0 so that it becomes infinite as well. And that'll get you up in here, and you can start running around practicing these things. And if you want to leave some feedback, then go ahead and do that on the workshop page, or even this video if you want. And so the next step for me is that I'm going to be doing some demonstration videos using this map to show you how to do all these techniques, right? So for all of these challenges that I've got, I'll be clearing those, and then I'll have like a voiceover of me reading out or paraphrasing the stuff that's up on the walls. Some of the I feel like some of the geometry that you practice on is easier to understand than others. So for some of the weirder stuff like these drift ones, I think those videos will help to supplement it so that it becomes easier to understand for you. The other thing that's been kind of exciting for me about making this map is that I can use it to finally show off some of these techniques that I've discovered myself. I'm not sure if I was the first one to find them, but I was certainly the first one to write about them online and teach people how to do them. So for example, I've got drifting and windfall at the far end, and there's a couple other ones dotted around. This drifting one in particular is pretty neat. I've got a video about it on my other channel, Hyderomastgroningem, which is not necessarily Fistful of Frags related, but it has got some shitty Fistful of Frags videos on there. Some old frag movies from a couple years ago if you want to see what I was like back then. Anyway, I did do a video about drifting then when I first found out about it, but now I understand it a bit better, so I've got some good explanations here and some good geometry to show off all the different ways that you can use drifting to be quicker. I'll show you guys a little example here as a teaser. You see the panels light up blue, and they're supposed to light up green if you go fast enough, but if you just hold W, you cannot make it, so you have to use drifting instead. And if you want to know how to do this, well, you can download the map and find out. And there you go, it's a drift slightly faster. It wasn't a very good one, but you get the idea. Anyway, yeah, I think that's about all there is to say. This map is out, you can use it, get really good at using all the movement tech. I think a lot of people kind of underestimate what movement tech can actually do for your gameplay. It's really good stuff, even if it's not necessary for making some jump or route or whatever. It makes you just generally faster at moving around and getting to whiskey, staying alive and this kind of thing. So some of them are pretty much useless, like ladder jumps. Ladder jump is pretty much pointless. Windfall is pretty much pointless, but well, in any case, most of these techniques are good and will make you better at the game and all that good stuff. There are a couple bugs that I should apologize about right now. They'll be fixed in the next couple of days. This block in the surf room is broken. It's supposed to match up, but it doesn't. And then also over here somewhere, the MDA room, there is a ladder just up like that where it should not be. So I apologize about that, but those bugs will be fixed in the next couple of days. Also, the lighting is fucked if you use HDR, so just turn HDR mode off in the video options if you do use that. Anyway, yeah, that's it. So go and check out the map, have some fun, learn how to be quick like me, and have a good time. Alright, thanks guys, bye bye.